Gary Roberts coming to you live from Friendship, Maryland. I'm going to show you my design on cross drilling a door for Electrified door hardware. What we've got here is a mortise centering jig that I made. So this will go into the mortise blank. This is the hinge positioning plate. This hole here is where the majority of the electric transfer hinges usually port out. This is a radial bearing, 3/8 radial bearing that will guide my drill bit. These are brakes, so I can stop and adjust these along the rail. This is an 80/20 rail. Shown like that. It's pretty beefy piece of material. This is my hardware. This is the drill that I'm going to use to drill the 3/8 hole. This is the impact. This is a number 3 Phillips bit. Please don't use a number 2 Phillips bit on these screws here. It'll just tear up the heads. All right, I'm going to start off with adding the hinge positioning plate using 4 screws, the number 3 bit. Notice it's a nice fit for a 4x4 or 4.5 by 4.5 hinge. All holes will be attached with the screws, leaving the remainder. All right. So again, this door is prepped for a mortise lock. This is a 3/0 by 6/8 door, solid wood core door. And this is my first attempt to actually cross drilling this door with this jig. This jig is going to be installed a little loose because of the taper. This is not a square cut across, it's actually tapered. So if we leave it a little loose like that, it's able to overcome that degree of angle. The rail, in any position, will slide behind that head. These are carriage bolts that slides into the square of the aluminum beam. I just got to get into place. And positioned. Using the nut and the washer on the back side. Incidentally, this rail is positioned on an angle that's determined by the center lines of the hinge and of the mortise lock pocket. All I've got to do is tighten this guy up with a 1/2-inch wrench. Note the rail and how it tracks the door. Now, if you want to go down, take a look. The door's not warped in any shape or fashion. It's going to be a nice clean line going across there. All right. So now I'm going to take my bearing plates and insert these on the rail. I want the brakes on the top. Okay, now 3/8 rigid drill bit. It's not flexible, it's a rigid drill bit, 3/8 in diameter. I'm going to lock this bearing into place there so it can't move. This one here, I want the furthest amount of span. This goes into that radial bearing, and you notice that the bit is lined up right where the door, the bit is going to enter the door. Now, these are flutes, which pulls up the waste material, and the flutes are only about maybe 4 inches. So as I enter into the door, I'm going to have to constantly go in, pull out to exit the wood chips so that it doesn't bind on the solid bit. All right, I'm gonna hook up the drill. I'm using a electric drill. All right, folks, let's give it a shot. All right, I want to show you that I'm at the end of the brake, so I'm just going to loosen this up, slide this down on the rail to give me more travel. I'll go to about there. All right, I'm going to continue. All right, I'm going to pause here, readjust my brake, slide the bearing down further, give me a little bit more room, and continue drilling. Under the brake, let me clean it out, and I'll reposition the brake. I think at this point, I could probably remove the one. All right, I'm going to continue. I've got a 4-foot bit in here, but I don't believe it's necessary to remove that. Grab the 4-footer. Again, this is a rigid, not flex, and I just reset my my rail bearings. So I only have about another 3/4 of an inch max. So here we go. There, I'm in. All right. So what I will do now is just remove the mortise centering jig. I'll loosen this guy up. I'm going to slide off the rail. Remove the mortising centering jig. Incidentally, this is about a $600 door. I have no concerns about damaging it. And if you notice, there's your raceway, number 12, going right on through it. No damage to the door. You're ready to go. Thank you very much.